Welcome back to my next drawing. This is the Flower Girl, drawing of a sculpture by Magadelena Dadela. She is a fantastic digital artist, and I'm going to switch it to black and white so you can see the tones. All right, and I always print it out to work with. I am establishing all the measure points for how I get the envelope of the shape. I measure on one side using the pencil and my finger to mark points. And this will take a little while. I kind of wish I took longer with this because the proportions are a touch off. Adding a little bit more detailing here. This paper was kind of tricky to work with because it didn't allow very elegant blending. Like this paper is Canson XL, and I like the Strathmore mixed media better for blending. But this was easier to rip off the paper, so it has that in its favor. I may use this paper later on. Sometimes I hate a paper at first and I end up loving it later on, but I didn't like the grain of the paper. Teeth are a challenge because you do not want to draw outlines around them. You only put shading where needed. You'll also notice that I drew the eye a little weird. I was sitting at a weird angle to avoid being in the frame, so I ended up redrawing the eye, which charcoal lets you do easily. You simply erase it with a kneaded eraser. The pencil has to be very sharp to get the right amount for shading for the teeth, and I think the teeth might have been the hardest part of the drawing. The thin charcoal is vine charcoal, and it kind of allows more elegant transitions than using just one type because it's a certain darkness, whereas the pencil is very dark. But no charcoal goes to all black. I just use a dowel rod, which I have a piece of tape on, so if it hits the paper, it doesn't smudge the charcoal too much. I use it to rest my hand on, and it helps get some of the angles better sometimes. I try generally not to get my fingers too close to the charcoal because it smudges. You'll see some smudges right here, but I fix them later. The only time I worked at night, but the lighting was so good at night. I uses my two LEDs, which are 30 watts on either side. It's more of a controlled environment than drawing during the day, but it's kind of... Oh, and right here we are adding some freckles. I do freckles near the end of the drawing. You do not want to add details like this early on. I think at this point I realized that the head was a little too large, but it was too late. Charcoal is not friendly in this regard compared to digital, where you can easily liquefy the head, which means basically warp it smaller. It would be cool if you could do that in real life. This is the final polishing stage. Sometimes I'll extra few days just to get it just right. I tend to be very fussy at this point, and it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but it basically touch up little details, clean up areas, try to get the paper look more consistent, um, and just push the shadows more. All right, there's the final results. If you like what I did, please subscribe, and I'll be posting more work soon.